Okay, and welcome back to John Doc Teaches Poker. This is the second video, and this one is on position. This video is mainly for beginners. If you already know the basics, feel free to skip it. I'm including it because it's where I started when teaching friends, and newer players simply can't afford to ignore it. Today's plan: what are the positions at the table? So like the big blind, small blind, etc. What is your position in relation to other players? So you can be out of position or in position. And why does it matter? Position offers a big advantage. This is a crucial but underrated part of the game. Mastering it gives a real edge. What are the positions at the table? Small blind. This will be the person who acts first post-flop. Big blind. This will be the person that acts last pre-flop. Under the gun. Acts first pre-flop. Under the gun 1. This is the person who will act after under the gun. Under the gun 2. This will be the person who acts next. Then low jack, hijack, cutoff, and button. Button acts last post-flop. This is a big advantage. If you've less than 9 people at the table, you remove the most early position to act pre-flop. So if this table was 8-handed for this video series, we would remove UTG, and first to act would be UTG 1. Sometimes you'll see the positions have different names, but this is going to be the list of names that I try to use for the entire video series. So again, if there's no under the gun player and we're 8-handed, I will start with UTG 1 as the first player to act at the table. What is position in poker? Most post-flop pots are heads up. Today that's the focus. Multi-way pots are more complex and they're not covered today. One player is out of position, OOP. They'll act first post-flop. One player is in position, IP. They'll act second post-flop. Small blind is always out of position post-flop. Button is always in position post-flop. Other positions depend on who else is in the hand. The position order, in terms of in position to out of position post-flop, will be button will always be in position, then cutoff, hijack, low jack, UTG plus 2, UTG plus 1, UTG, big blind, small blind. Why is position important? Out of position acts first, giving away information without knowing the action their opponent is planning to react with. In position acts last, gaining insights from out of position's decisions before making their own decisions. This information advantage allows in position players to make more informed, profitable plays than the out of position player. A pre-flop example. In position sees if others commit chips before acting. If someone raises before it's an in position player's turn, in position knows that that person has a hand they deem worth playing with. In position can now reassess their hand based on an opponent's interest in playing and what the in position player knows about this player. Maybe in position had an average hand that they would raise with on the button, but a tight player before them raised, so now they decide to fold their hand. Flop example. If out of position checks, in position can check for a free card or bet to charge out of position to continue to see more cards. River examples. If out of position checks, in position can check for a free showdown to see who wins now, or bet with a good hand or bluff with a bad hand in order to apply pressure to out of position and to try and force an incorrect decision from out of position. If out of position bets, in position can fold, call, or raise to make it more costly to reach the showdown. One way you can think of position is it's almost like a job interview. 2 candidates are getting the same questions, but one person goes first and the second person gets to hear the first person going through it. Going second gives a big advantage. It's the same in poker. Another example, rolling dice. In a 1v1 dice game, your opponent rolls first. After their roll, you decide if they must roll again or keep the results before you roll. If they roll low and roll a 1, 2, or a 3, you would decide to roll immediately, knowing that their roll of 1, 2, or 3 is a below average roll. If they were to roll 4, 5, or 6, you would make them roll again, hoping that they would roll worse because 4, 5, or 6 is an above average roll. This way, you gain an advantage by seeing their first roll before deciding if you want to try and beat it. Sometimes they will roll higher on the second roll, and sometimes this could happen multiple times in a row. That's poker, and you'll get used to it. Let's do a poker-like example. There are 4 cards, ace, which is the best card, king, queen, and jack, which is the worst. 2 players, one is out of position, and the other is in position. Each player gets a card, and they cannot have the same card. Whoever has the higher card wins if there's a bet and a call. Each player has $1 they can bet. The betting rules: out of position acts first, they can either check or bet $1. If out of position checks, then in position can check back or bet $1. If out of position bets, then in position can call or fold. Why in position has the advantage? Let's think about what to do with the best card, an ace. If out of position has an ace, they have a decision to make. Should they bet or check and hope that in position bets? There can be uncertainty. Even if they know what the right play should be, they don't know if in position will respond correctly to that play. It's not always an easy decision for out of position. There can be some guesswork required sometimes. But if in position has an ace, things are simple. If out of position checks, in position just bets. If out of position bets, in position just calls. No thinking is required. There is one clear choice. Reacting is almost always easier and more profitable than acting first in poker. That's the power of position. Obviously, this was a simple example. In real poker, there are 52 cards and essentially countless possible card combinations and betting situations that can occur in a hand. Still though, being in position almost always makes decisions easier and sometimes even automatic. If you made it here, thanks. I'm new to putting myself out there, so hopefully the quality and presentation of these videos improves over time. If you watch to the end or want to see where this goes, consider liking the video. It helps me see that people find it worthwhile. Maybe even subscribe and stick around for the next one. You can also follow me on Instagram at johndoc.poker. I'll be posting hand reviews, personal poker stories, and updates on my progress and what's coming next. Finally, if you like this video and would be interested in learning more directly with me, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram at johndoc.poker. We can have a chat and see if we can work on something that we both feel like we will both benefit from. Thanks.